A month ago, I had this idea because I had this plant in just small little flower pots and everything was getting really congested. And then I thought, I had these planters, why don't I take it and increase my stock, remove everything and start from fresh. Now this is called the leopard's ear, or it's also called the African False Hostas, or the little white soldiers. And the beauty about this plant, look at it, it's all speckled. It has all these little dots on them, and that's what makes it exceptional. Now the thing about this plant is actually a bulb, so you get the mother bulb and it replicates all these little babies around it. Once you have the leopard's ear, is once you dismantle when it's really full in a pot. Look how many I've actually ended up having. So welcome back to my channel. My name's Alice. I'm going to show you how to propagate this. So as I mentioned earlier, this lovely plant here, which is called the leopard's ear, or little white soldiers, or even the false African hostas, is basically it actually from a bulb. And what I did is, as I mentioned a month ago, is I had them in pots and clumps outside my kitchen window. And then I thought to myself, why don't I get some of my old planters, which were in my greenhouse, and take it and paint it up so it actually matches with my grey wall paint. And so once I did that, I just dismantled, or let's say pulled out this plant from those small pots and then divided it. And it's really great to do that because then you see exactly what are the rooting of this plant. And to my surprise, I hadn't thought about it for a long time. It's actually bulbs. And so what I did out of this one particular pot, I did uproot it and remained with this clump, which I put in water, and it's actually survived a month. And so I would be really intrigued if I could grow this also in water. Now the beauty about this plant is because it's very short growing, is that first of all it likes a well-drained soil, and second thing, it doesn't like full sun. It's like semi-shade would actually do to it because the leaves are a bit delicate. And so what people use it for is especially ground cover, because it does multiply a lot, and with these speckled it looks dramatic. And the other thing, what people use it for, so we're looking at ground covers, but also as fillers. A lot of people use it on slopes that are going down because it actually will hold on and produce, replicate, multiply a lot of babies and also spread. In that way, you're actually protecting your soil from soil erosion and also from droughts. So it just will actually fill up the place. Now, what I did is when I did put this plant in water is, let's look at it. So this is your plant. So when I removed it from the water and I had a look at it, is basically what you find is you get a mother plant like this one. So once you have your mother plant, out of the mother plant, you get more of these bulbs forming on the outer edge. And as they form, these are all babies. And out of each of these babies, it'll eventually become the mother plant and form more. So that's why I was saying is that when you want to do a mass covering of your garden, these are ideals because they actually multiply very quickly. So once you do plant it indoors, it should be okay. It will hold on. So here I have well-drained soil. It's full of compost, organic. It likes, because it is slightly a succulent, it has to have, I put a bit of sand, river sand in there so I can really get drainage and perlite. So basically all you do is very simple, but I won't be able to plant all these at this point. So all I'm going to do is maybe look for the babies, the ones which are plantable, like that one. Let me take this one. and let's take this one. And these are what I'm going to plant in here. The rest of them I will plant elsewhere and maybe use it in borders or even in a pot. As I grow the major pot, I will use them as ground cover so as to protect it from the soil from evaporation. So very simple is that all you do is you take it, I'm going to use my fingers, is just put it in the soil. That's it. Put your finger in the soil, cover. And I can go all the way around and it will fill out. And once it does take off, it'll fill up the pot, and it could be a good way also of keeping stock of your propagation. And from there, once it does fill up, I just get another 2-3 pots and replicate it. So once you've done this, I would actually, again, I wouldn't water it too much because the soil at the moment is, I had it moist. I will top it up a bit with some more soil, but once you've done that, there it is, and it will fill out. So with these other ones, I'm just going to return them in here, and I will look for another planter and have it along my windowsills, because I do like opening my windows in the morning and just seeing a planter full of greenery. It just makes my day. So these will all go in there, and they have survived in water. So I will also experiment to see if I can grow the bulb in water without the sand, and then I can have them everywhere and it's easier to move it around. So fellow gardeners, thank you so much, and I hope you've learned something. Don't forget to like and share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press that notification bell so you're always notified. And also we're on Instagram, and you will follow that progress on Instagram as we go along. And also what I'll do with these ones and put them in planters at my windowsills, we will follow that up. Thank you so much and have a lovely day.